Yo, what's good, man? You boys say welcome back to the video channel. And today's video, you know what I'm saying, since this was highly requested, I'll show you guys how to make thumbnails on YouTube. So pretty much Roblox, Roball thumbnails. I've been looking around, not gonna lie, when I first started doing Roblox videos. If you guys don't know, I took like a long break, like I think like 7 months, and I was making 2K thumbnails. And when I was trying to make, and you know what I'm saying, figure out how to make thumbnails for Roblox, I couldn't find a single video showing. Like nobody had it. I don't know what's happening. So I figured, why not make a video? A lot of you guys seen the from time to time ask me how I make my thumbnails. So this is today's video. I'm gonna show you guys how I make them. And yeah, it's pretty simple. So first things first, I mainly make my thumbnails based off how 2K thumbnails are. So if you guys look at any like 2K thumbnails, it has a certain style to it, and I actually like to include that style into my Roblox videos. All right, so that's what I do. All right, so first things first, you want to go ahead and go to Roblox, open up Roblox Player or whatever, and there's a certain place. Now you can either use Cinema 4D and get like certain styles, but this is like a lot easier to do. I feel like it wastes less time. When I like to make my thumbnails, I don't like to spend too much time on the thumbnail because I spend most of my time on editing the video. But yeah, so there's this app on Roblox called Catalog Avatar Creator. Now this is really slept on. It's super OP, and it's how you can get a lot of cool thumbnails. Right, so first things first, go ahead and open it up. And this is how I mainly get my characters. So you guys look at like any examples, like we see like any thumbnails with a Roblox character in the thumbnail. This is how I like to get those cutouts, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so let's say I want to go ahead and do, well, first video I'm actually gonna go ahead and recreate my previous thumbnail. If I'm gonna show you right now, this is what I made my front thumbnail before. It looked like this. I had the mascot and I had the little park, whatever. That was like my most recent thumbnail. I literally like just made this like yesterday. Basically what I'm gonna do is just recreate this for you guys to show you an example. Now, here's what you gotta do, right? So first things first, I'm gonna do it without the mascot. How I got that mascot thumbnail or cutout was by going into the actual Hoops Life game and getting a screenshot of my player. But I'm gonna do it without it, right? So let's say I want to go ahead and do like a character like this, right? But I want to do a different one. So I have like all saved ones. So let's say I want to do like what do I even want to do? I don't even I'll just go with, let's go with this, right? So we'll say I want to wear this, right? Go ahead and click on wear, and these are all saved. Like I already made these characters. You guys want to make your own character, you go ahead and do press the plus sign and go ahead and create anything, and you go to the catalog, you can put on clothes and all that and whatever. But so let's say I want to do a cutout of this character, right? So you're gonna do, I'm actually get a full screen right now. I'm gonna go ahead and full screen it. And what you're gonna do, first things first, you're gonna go ahead and press this little star thing at the bottom that says effects. Click on this, and then there's poses, right? So let's say I want to do my poses. I already have saved poses. You guys can see for all my thumbnails, I have like a shooting one, I have a stance, dunk one, and I usually like to use a lot of these for my build videos and my jump shot videos, which you'll probably see yeah, on my channel. If you look at my YouTube channel, you can probably see like I have a lot of these presets. For shooting, it looks a little bit different with certain characters, but you can see right here, like usually like this is what my shooting one looks like. Yeah, so it's pretty, that's what I like to use, right? But let's say I want to do my own custom pose. So you want to go ahead and click on this area over here, and this is how you guys can select every single body part like that, which is really slept on. You can also use in Cinema 4D, but I feel like this is a lot easier way of doing it. All right, so let's say the first thing first, and really like make sure that your character is in the middle of the screen so you don't miss anything out and it's not hard to get a screenshot. You want to go ahead and click on the little body part here, and you want to go ahead and make sure you select it on this one here, and you want to basically take this little arrow and you want to drag it up like this, just so. All right, now what you're gonna do from here, you're gonna want to go ahead and go back to this one here. You want to go ahead and go to the body parts one by one. You're gonna start basically creating your own pose. Let's say I want to make a pose of my character looking this way, because I'm gonna have it on the right side of the screen. All you want to do is you want to go ahead and take this part right here. You want to go ahead and rotate this body, which you're gonna use the green thing, and rotate like this. So when you get the screenshot, your body or your player looks like it's looking this way, right? I'm going to put it down just a little bit more, just because I feel like I don't want to have it too close, like this. Now I'm gonna go back over to here. Now, let's say I want to make my arm kind of like folded, right? So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and go and use the red one like this, smooth it up a little bit. I'm gonna also use this right here and just basically create my own pose like this, right? So say I want to have my arm like this. I'll go back to this one and use the red just to move it up a little bit more. It is, I will say one thing, it does look different depending on the body type that you pick for your Roblox character, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is like, I don't even know which one this is. I think it's like more like a realistic one, but yeah. So let's say I want to have my pose like this, just because like I'm doing some random thing just for now, just to show you guys an example. But let's say I want to have my hand like this and then my other hand down, right? So let's say I want to put it down like that. just for example. All right, I'm actually gonna move this over more, not gonna lie, because it does look a little bit weird. So I'm going to go like, yeah, like that, whatever. Let's say I want to do that. You want to press apply when you're done, and then to actually get the physical screenshot, all you're going to do is you want to press over here. You want to press hide UI, so there's nothing in the way. You guys can also see there's a guy in the background there, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and move over like this, like that, and now you can see this is exactly how you get perfect screenshots. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and press F11 to go out of full screen, and to actually screenshot it, it really depends. I mean, if you're on a MacBook, it's a little bit different. I'm not sure how to do it, but I'm on a Windows computer, so what we're gonna want to do is you want to press on your keyboard Windows Shift S, just like this. All right, it's gonna pop up. You want to go ahead and click and drag over where you guys want to have your screenshot out. Make sure you don't get anything missing. Make sure it's all in the screen. And you want to just click on it when you're done. It's going to pop up in the right corner here, and you want to go ahead and click on it. Press save. And then I'm just going to name it screenshot, right? Just like that. Boom. Now, what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go into Photoshop, all right? Now, to get Photoshop, for people who probably don't have it, what I recommend is using an alternative called Photopea, which is basically like a free version of Photoshop, which you can use on the web. So if you want to go on the web and just type in photopea.com, you can use that. But I use Photoshop. And it's really OP. So what I want to do is we're going to close out Roblox. Now we have the screenshot. Let's go ahead and look over it one more time just to make sure everything's down. Everything's good. You guys can see everything's here, good to go. Usually when I do my thumbnails, I only get like from the body up. I don't even really worry about the legs or anything, so that's not even going to matter. But let's now go ahead and open up Photoshop. And yeah, this is mainly how you're gonna make the thumbnail, because this is what I use to make thumbnails is Photoshop. All right, you want to press new file, and you want to make sure that you guys have a custom one. Now you don't want to click on any like these presets or anything. You want to just go to custom, and you want to go to 1920 by 1080 and then 300 resolution, and then make sure everything else is good. Make sure you don't have an artboard or anything like that. But yeah, 1920 by 1080p 300 resolution is what I like to make mine. All right, press create. Boom. Now you have a default background. You want to go ahead and go over here. You want to go ahead and click on this little lock to unlock it. You want to press new layer, which is in the bottom. So you want to click on the little plus sign. It will make a new layer. Now you want to go ahead and go to file, place embedded, and you want to go ahead and click and drag your screenshot into here. All right. Now you have the character. Like I said, like I did before, like all I want to do is I wanted to have my character in the right corner looking over to the left, because I like to use my gameplay and all that on the left side. And yeah, so let's go ahead and basically click one of these arrows down here, these little button things, and you want to go ahead and drag it and basically make it to where you want it to fit. So let's say I want to fit it like this. All I'm gonna do is keep dragging it until it's fully exactly how I want it, like that. And yeah, so I want it like this. All right, now you want to press the little arrow up here when you're done. You want to go ahead and cut this out. Now to cut this out, there's two ways of doing it. One way, it's like manually doing it to make sure you don't mess anything up, and the other way is automatically doing it with this kind of like AI system they use. But sometimes it can end up not being the way you want it, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So the first way of doing it, which is the harder way, but you know what I'm saying, gets the job done perfectly, you want to press on the little pen tool here. By the way, if you don't have any of these things on your bar, you want to go ahead and go to your window thing and make sure you have them here. But they should already be here automatically. But yeah, so you want to go and click on the pen, and then go over to this little wrench thing here, and you want to press on rubber band and have it at one thickness and default color. It doesn't matter. And all you would do is you basically just click here on the body, and you would just basically go like this and drag and go all the way around until you want to get your thumbnail perfectly, right? That's a long way of doing it to make sure that nothing messes up. But the way that I like to do it personally, because it's a lot easier and it saves you more time, is by using the quick select tool down here, or not down, but right here. And you could, all you literally do with this is so much easier. You go here and you want to just basically like drag onto your character's face. You don't even have to have the full face or anything. You just go like this, and you want to press select subject at the top. It will basically automatically cut it out for you. You can see right here, like it has the whole thing. The only thing that it sometimes, like I said before, it doesn't mess up, is you can see right here, it included some of this background, which you can, I mean, you can do that by yourself and get out of there or whatever. But right, all you do is that. So for this thumbnail particularly, I'm gonna use this version, all right, this method. So I'm gonna show you guys what to do from now. All right, so what I like to do is I like to go ahead, and once I do this, I press J on my keyboard, or not, sorry, not J, L on my keyboard to get this little thing right here. And then you want to press Control J. Once you guys press Control J, it's automatically going to basically cut it out. So now if you see right here, if I click on this little thing right here, this little eyeball, you can see the background is gone. Now we just have our character. Now you can see right here, if you notice, there's still some background showing. What I usually do if this happens is I just go ahead and go over here and then use a little, you know what I'm saying, a little brush tool or whatever. And I basically just color it in so you really can't notice that it's there. And it just looks like hair or whatever. So you know what I'm saying, that's what I like to do a lot. And that's, I mean, it's super easy, bro. Literally super easy. Like that. And boom, now you really can't even tell that it's there. I ain't gonna, I might redo that though. Yeah, let me do it like this. There we go. And then you can see right here, there's also some background showing right here. I can just go ahead and turn it black like that. And boom, now you can really not see anything of it. It looks perfectly fine. I'm also gonna do it here as well, just so I can make the hair look normal. Like that. And boom. Just like that, you got yourself a cutout. Like, it took 2 seconds. You can also remove the background as well. You can see perfectly good. If you guys ever want to reuse your cutouts, all you can do, literally go here and go to the little bar right here and press right click and then press quick export as PNG, and you can reuse them. So now you have a cutout version that you can save to your desktop. So if you ever want to make another thumbnail, you don't have to do this part. You can just go ahead and drag it in there and you automatically have it, right? But now that we did this, I like to usually get the background gameplay, which is I usually use for like build videos or like streak videos, like my last one you guys see right here. If I go and open up real quick for you guys, if I go to my thumbnails, you can see, yeah, you can see I have gameplay in the background. Now, this is how I get this usually. So when I record videos, I use OBS Studio, right? Which is what I'm using right now to make this video. If you guys don't know, when you guys use OBS Studio, you can actually go into a certain folder, which I usually have it in my local disk for my videos. Yeah, OBS. And you can see it has all of my past recordings. And you can basically go to the video of which you made. So you see right here, I made this video. And you can see certain gameplay. So let's say I green a shot, right? So if I want to green a shot or whatever, or if I find a part where I made a shot, all I literally do is I just screenshot it from the video. So if I go here, boom, 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 yeah, I'm doing my dribbles, whatever, I green the shot. Let's say I wanted this as my background, right? So all I do is I go here, I press Windows Shift S, and I do, once again, another screenshot. I go ahead and drag over it, find what part I want, click on it, save, name it whatever. I'm just gonna name it 33333. Boom, close out of it, go back into Photoshop, file, place embedded, find it, boom. Let's say this is what I wanted. Right now I use OBS Studio, so I can see off default your quality is not the greatest, which that's why I like to use a lot of different effects to make it look the best. But you can see, let's say I want to use this for my screenshot. I'm going to literally just zoom in and keep finding until I want it the best way, you know what I'm saying? So I just keep zooming in, and yeah, so let's say I want it like this, right? Now I'm actually going to move my character over, by the way. I'm going to press to move anything, by the way, you want to press Control T. And let's say I want to move my character over like this to the corner, all the way in the corner. Is that too? I feel like that's too. I don't think it matters. It really doesn't matter. Do what you guys want to do. But yeah. So let's say I want to do it like this. Yeah, why not? All right, I have it like this, right? Now, for my actual gameplay, you want to basically focus on having it centered on the screen, because this is the main thing people are going to see when they look on your video. Let's say I have it like this. Boom. Now, to make it pop, there's two things you can do. The first thing I like to do first is go over to my actual screenshot first. I like to right click on the layer. I like to press blending options. I like to add bevel emboss, drop shadow, and outer glow. Now I have default presets for this, so if you want to go ahead and I'll just click on it for you guys. You can see, make sure to pause the video and basically just copy these down for yours. Same with the drop shadow and the same with the outer glow. You can see my character pops a little bit more with the background and it looks really nice. That's one way of doing it. Now I like to use both, by the way. I don't just use one or the other. I like to use both of them at the same time. And the other way of doing it is going over to your filter, camera raw filter, and then adding custom saturation, exposure, contrast, texture, all that. So like I use mainly exposure to make it look brighter, so it's more of a shine to it. You can see the difference. If I actually zoom in here, you can see on the face how it makes it a lot brighter. I usually use like 55 like this, and then I like to use texture, max texture all the way, because you can see right here it makes a lot more detail. So if you look like this, I put it all the way to the bottom, you can see it doesn't pop as much on the arm. You can see right there, the little hand. And if I add the texture all the way up, you can see how it pops and has more detail to it. So that's what I like to use. I like to max it out. I like to use my saturation as well, and I put it on like 12 maybe, just to make it not super bright, but for this particular thumbnail, I'm not gonna make it that bright, so I'm just going to put on like 4 or whatever, like this. And then the main thing I like to use, which makes everything just look so much better, is I scroll down here to detail. I go ahead and max out the noise reduction to 100, and I use my sharpening to about 20, like this. You can see the difference in a minute. If I press OK, you can see your character pops a lot more with the thumbnail. Now to zoom in on your thumbnail, all you want to do is you want to go ahead and first go to this bottom thing and make sure it's in the center. And you want to press and hold Alt and then scroll on your mouse. So you press Alt and scroll to zoom in like that. All right. Now I want to make the background pop. So the first thing I do to do this part is you have to basically cut out your characters here. And this is why I said the pen tool is really useful, but so is the quick result or the quickest selection. If I use quick selection here, right, if I want to use it for this part, right, and I press select subject, it's going to end up most likely, yeah, see how it just like it doesn't just get the characters, but it also gets parts of the background that I don't want. This is why I like to use the pen tool. Okay, now for a thumbnail like this, you don't have to physically like manually cut out just the character unless you guys want to. You can still have the background. Since I'm using the background, all I'm gonna do is just go to my character slightly and go around it. It doesn't really matter. I just have to have enough to where I can pop my character with the thumbnail. If you were to actually just want your characters and not the background at all, you want to have just your characters, you would physically go and manually do this perfectly. But because I only want to have a pop around my character and keep the same background, I'm sloppy doing this just because I want to have that and I don't want to have just my character. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sloppily do this real quick. Doesn't even matter if I mess it up or whatever. I'm just gonna do that. You want by the way, once you guys finish your pen and you're done, you want to basically just make sure you connect both lines. You want to right click on it, you want to press make selection, make sure this is your settings, and then press OK. Then you want to press L and Control J. You can see, boom. Now this is a terrible cutout because like I said before, since I'm using the same background, I'm not gonna have to worry about my cutout. But if you guys were only wanting your characters, not the same background, you would obviously take your time on this, right? But I didn't want to because I want to keep the same background. So now what I can do when I do that is I can go over here and right click and press blending options, and now I can add the same thing I have here to this to make it pop a little bit more. I'm not gonna use bevel because it looks weird, but I can make it pop more. So let's say if I want to use, I don't even know because I have a green right here. So if I want to use this little green thing right here, I can go ahead and use the drop tool, the little pen tool, whatever, and I can select the same color, and now it looks like my player is glowing from the green. Cool. I'm not going to use it though because it looks kind of weird, but you get the point, right? So that's just an example. You guys want to do that. I'm not going to use it, so don't worry about that. But if you guys want to use that, you can use that. Right now, to make it actually physically pop, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to filter and go to camera raw filter. And now the main thing to make everything look so much better on a screen, because the whole point of your thumbnails is to get the person to click on your video. And the main thing that makes everything look better and makes a thumbnail look 10 times better than it did before is saturation, and just the idea of making it pop to your eyes. All right, so you want to use a lot of saturation, not a lot because a lot looks like this and this is insane, right? I would say using about maybe 21, right? And then vibrance is also pretty good as well. This is the same thing, but it makes it a little bit more colorful. I'd say use about maybe 3. It depends on your thumbnail, by the way. It depends on what your background is. All right, exposure is also pretty good as well to make it a little bit brighter. Contrast is a really great job like that if you look. And then watch, go to detail, match that noise reduction again, and then put your sharpening to 20. Boom, it pops 10 times more, and I mean it's a lot more vibrant. By the way, I just realized there's like this little part in the corner. I'm about to go ahead and hide this, so I'm gonna just go ahead and color this in just to make it look like my hair or whatever. Doesn't even matter, like that. But yeah, so that's really the main thing you gotta do for thumbnails, bro. It's pretty simple. If you guys want me to make another video, I can make another video showing you guys like how to make a certain type of thumbnail. This right here is just a build video or like a gameplay thumbnail, whatever. I'm sure it doesn't matter. That's how I usually make those. And yeah. Oh, another thing I want to add real quick, just because why not, right? On some of my thumbnails, I add like little like text bubbles, whatever, like making somebody say something. Like if you see right here in this little part right here, my gameplay, I greened a shot and he fell. So I'm gonna make it say like, I don't even know, like I can't get up or some shit, right? So how I would actually do that is there's this little website that a lot of YouTubers use that they have to gatekeep for some reason. Yeah, let me go and pull it up. So if you guys look right here, if I go on to Opera GX, there's this little website right here. It's called pixelspeechbubble.com. If you were to click on this, Let's say I want to have the spike on the right side, right? Like that. Speech bubble. You can type in like how bro, like that, right? Press create. Boom, you have like a default thing right here. I want to actually make sure it's in the top. How did I fall? Great. Boom. Download, and then you can drag and drop that into Photoshop, right? It's a secret thing a lot of people don't like to show you. A lot of YouTubers gatekeep it, but now you can see, like, if I go like this, that looks tough. I'm not gonna lie, like it makes it look so much more, you know what I'm saying, better. It's like, how did I fall, right? Now you want to go ahead and go over here to make sure you guys can select and edit it. You want to go ahead and click on it, and you want to right click and press rasterize layer. By the way, the website to this will be down below in the description, so you guys can just click on it. You don't have to physically type in the link and all that. But yeah, you can see right now, like, see how did I fall. Now to make it a little bit more poppy, I'm just gonna go on to blending, add a drop shadow and outer glow. Boom, that's the finished thumbnail. It's super easy. Now if you want to make it your player a little bit closer, let's say you don't like it this way, you would press Control T. So you would press Control T, and you would zoom in a little bit more like that. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that like this. Looks a lot better. And then I'll go ahead and go to the little bubble, and yeah, that's how you make thumbnails, bro. It's pretty easy. Like, not gonna lie, it saves you a lot of time. I could have made this in 5 minutes if I wasn't doing a tutorial, but yeah, it's the main part of it. Now when you guys are done with the thumbnail, this is how you're gonna export it in the best quality you can get. You want to go over here, you want to press File, you want to go to Export, and you click on this little thing. You want to hold on it and literally just drag over till you see Save for Web Legacy. All right, this is how you get the highest quality for your thumbnails, because a lot of times when you guys export, you usually, most people usually use export as, and they do like JPEG, and your thumbnails will look shitty. So this is how you get in the best quality. You want to go ahead and press Export, like I said before. So File, Export, Save for Web Legacy, click on it, and now you want to go to JPEG. So you see right here, if you go ahead and zoom in. Okay, I guess we can't zoom in yet. Here we go. You don't want it to be super pixelated, so here's how you can fix that. All right, you want to go to JPEG here. Make sure that your quality setting is on maximum. Make sure your quality here is on 100%. Zero blur. Optimize is on. You can also add copyright and content info in case someone were to steal your thumbnail and put it on their video. You can actually copyright that, which is cool. That's for another video, whatever. Press save. And now save it to your desktop or somewhere where you're not going to forget about it. I'm just going to put it on my desktop and call it thumbnail example. Boom. Just like that. Now we're going to close up Photoshop. If you guys want to save it, you guys can. I'm not going to save it. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and go to my desktop. You can see thumbnail example. You open it up. And boom, it's our thumbnail. It's really how you make them. It's super easy. A lot of people were confused on how to make thumbnails for Roblox, bro. That's all you do. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm saying, if you guys have any questions, like I said before, I will make another thumbnail video showing you guys like a certain type of thumbnail. Like if I want to make like a jump shot one, I'll show you guys how I make a jump shot thumbnail. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video till the end. Like, subscribe if you're new. So we more to say another one. And I'm out, man. Peace.